start on Overpass. The anticipation was slow Counter-Strike. And we'll see if forZe are going to bow and bend the knee. They haven't even got a rank, Winstrike. 18th for forZe on the ESL World Rankings. And we're into the pistol round.
The Winstrike map is going to be Overpass. Let's get into the action. Thank you so much for bearing with us. We hope this game delivers and we'll make up for lost time. It's going to be ExiPower challenging towards middle. One bullet connects towards Hobbit, and he does fall back. He's got a lot of aggression heading in his direction, and he'll go down. Bondik, you might recognize that name. He'll get the first frag of this series.
Rotation, they are committing straight up toilets. The Smokey's ahead of it. Flit will be baited in. Almazar taking the fights as well, and it's a little sketchy. Lackey, however, a bit more precise. He'll get himself the first. Lackey? Are we going for Lackey?
With Lackey, definitely
cool.
Lackey.
Like a peon.
Yep.
And we do have a 4v2 now. FaceCrack rocking the vest. Jerry with the Julies. He's looking to get a little golden eye on us. Not expecting much, but with his guns akimbo. Spotted by the first. That will be Alien.
We're going with Alien with an E. As
Jerry,
he just has to sit it here. They don't have a kid in play. We'll have to just hope he gets it done. The knives are coming out. They're slashing away, and they'll get taken down. So Winstrike will be picking up the pistol and kicking things off here.
Wow. Okay, Winstrike. And Chad, one thing I will say, I meant to just comment to you today. We are seeing a lot more knives in these games because without the crowd, it enables us to have the sneaky beaver plays come through. I'm not saying that is one, but it's certainly an interesting observation, I think, of these big games being played. But that's going to be a retake attempt from forZe, not working out. But the 4 spy will be coming in as well. We've got Desert Eagles and one single scout. I'm not a massive fan of this on Overpass, and we'll see Winstrike go for a fast B, which isn't actually the worst play considering all the Mac 10s out here.
Yeah, if they're quick and the nades are good, they should be able to get onto the B-bomb site with ease. But it's going to be a 4-man eco or 4 spy stack coming on through. Krizen, he's on and in, entry fragging and jumping into the pit. He'll fall. Can Lackey get anything done? Jerry says no.
Oh my lord, this is looking fantastic for Winstrike. ExiPower can't do much with his health, and looks like Alien agrees with me. God, that's going to take me a couple of tries. Hang on, let me just say it a couple of times. Alien gets the frag, and Alien continues to push forward. Alien.
And you've got Lackey under control as well?
Lackey, no issues there.
Lackey, Alien. All right, got it. Okay, so there was a decent attempt here with the B stack. I always get a bit anxious when they go for the B rushes against the 4 spies coming through, but it works out, so no harm, no foul. And we are going to have a bit of partial investment here from forZe. Look out for those HE grenades. I assume they're thrown towards either B short or the T steps. Time will tell, or looks to be the latter, to be honest with you. Holding on for them, so they're going to wait for commitment from Winstrike before they commit with their airstrike in turn. We are going to see Flip, though. Desert Eagle, no armor, just falling back. And we're waiting for a B play from Winstrike.
Nothing really other than those triple HEs. When are you going to rattle them off? Okay, so it's a monster preparation. Obviously, you can throw wherever. The utility, not enough to bait it out, but what's it? Okay, so it's the jiggle from FaceCrack. That's the cue. As soon as FaceCrack says now, here we go. It's way too late. He doesn't even pull the pin. Lackey just walks on in. Krizen's got himself a double as well, and that is the 3-0 conversion.
It certainly is. Nothing Flick can do about this one, I'm afraid. Try as he might, it will be Krizen to take him down in the end. That's a hat-trick for the aforementioned as we get into the first gun round here. Now, ExiPower, Chad. Let's get into him for a second.
Okay.
He is an explosive, exciting AWP here. Hasn't been in the best form in the last couple of weeks, especially at this event. Are you expecting a big performance from him today?
Well, they're going to need it, right? And I hope so. I hope to get a big performance out of ExiPower because he's one of these individuals who you could consider a world-class AWPer for sure.
I think so.
And that's what we need to be seeing him deliver right here. So he puts a lot of pressure on himself as an AWPer. You can see, at least he has head armor to go behind this one. A smoke as well. And let's see if ExiPower can hit any big shots.
So we'll be setting up the smoke towards a connector, but no one to be found. Instead, this is a bit of a bonus situation. You've got the MP5, the Mac 10, and it's the first gun round here. You want to hit them with pace, and they've got past the AWP here. They're going straight toward the bomb site. Now, usually if an AWP's on this side of the map, it means the A side is open. It's actually the AWP that hits Flit in the back there, I imagine. So we are going to have the opening kill for the CTs, but not for long. Hobbit, he's watching the extremities here, and he's on for a couple of kills, and he nails the second. FaceCrack gets a taste of his own medicine, and Hobbit now presumably goes down, but he's done enough in this particular round.
Yeah, 3 of them surging forward. Hobbit rotating back to keep them busy. Works out wonderfully. Jerry, only one with a kit, so if he goes down in bank, that could really put a spanner towards a push. Jerry does get it. That's a good start, keeping his heart beating. ExiPower, however, quite the opposite. Lackey On for 3, 2 already, and tested for the third. Gets it. Winstrike, they remain unbeaten. 3 frags for Lackey in that one. He's on 7 already. That's 2 double at least kill rounds on the entry.
Now, people might be like, who's Lackey? Where's he come from? Do we know him? Has he played for any other notable teams? Well, according to HLTV.org, the only other team that he's played for is Seven, which is spelled S-E-7-E-N.
Like the movie?
Yeah, so he was in that squad right there, and then he's been picked on up and put in Winstrike. So that's his little origin story up until this point. And then the other name to look out for is obviously Elian. He's the man who we just were talking about before with stats that are up in the top 10 of the CIS division off the road to Rio.
Well, we do have Desert Eagles and MP9s for now. We have a bit of aggression as Elian will try and fend them off. As you can see, he's the orb of the squad here, and he's found his first sniper kill. It is going to be responded with a deagle headshot from Flip, but shouldn't be around victory, at least not yet. We are going to see that MP9 encroaching on the team steps at this point, and Jerry, the in-game leader, will be removed by Hobbit. 4-on-1, face crack pushing towards Monster, making a lot of noise about him. Jiggle Peak doesn't work out for him. Crizzen will pick up the 5-0 scoreline for Winstrike. Their money is getting out of control now. Ellie and the Orpa have $11,000 here. On their map pick, T-side, it's looking fantastic for them.
Couldn't last for more. It's time to see if they can rock the boat a little bit. Extra power onto the AWP.
Yeah, I guess this would be the first proper gun round. So bear in mind that first one in round number 4 with the MP5 and Mac 10, it's very difficult to contain. Yes, you have more firepower, but it's not a traditional gun round coming in. They're trying to rush, catch you off guard, and that's exactly what happened towards the A side where the Orpa was in towards Connector. So, if anything, the fact they have rifles across the board for Winstrike now is probably a little bit more predictable now for forZe. They can play a traditional gun round.
So a crossfire established. It will be Flit and Hexapower playing off one another. Elian, is he just on the fountain looking for the jump peak all the way down long? I assume that's what he was jumping for.
Yeah, just seeing if anyone's on top of that flower bed right here. But Hexapower, as we can see, he's playing behind it. Flashes will come out. He repicks the line. Simple as that. So this is very good stuff from Winstrike. They're doing their default. They're using their utility well. So they've definitely been putting in the hours here. Flashes into the bathroom position. Double even, making sure that they completely clear that angle. That's going to put a lot of pressure on Flit. You can see right now he is much more far forward than that of Jerry, who's now rotated over into the A site.
They got nades for days for this execute. They're starting to fly in. Lackey with the Molotov. Another one as well towards the underpass. And they're going to pincer in. Crizzen, Bondic taking the toilets, but Flit's position is perfect. And sabotaging even further is Jerry. He'll catch Hobbit crossing with that bomb.
Looks to be the first hit for forZe as they find themselves here in a 4 versus 2. But the smoke will be thrown in. They turn away from it. Jerry assumed it was a flashbang, and there could be a couple of kills here. But Lackey nails it. 2 versus 2. Youngster stepping up here as the bomb is planted. Retake begins already, and that's going to be a commitment from FaceCraft. Why is he swung out without his teammate here? And it's now Elmeza with the fuse kit and the smoke. He does have a decent chance of winning this one, but needs to find 2 frags first.
2 versus 4. Now 2 versus 1. Lackey and Elan. Oh, Almeza could still pick this one up. Lackey's so low. He's done so much already, but it's just not enough. Almeza saves the day. Good patience from him. Lackey giving it his best shot, though. God damn, forZe happy that Almeza can save the day.
And we do already know that Winstrike have plenty of money here. So yes, a round victory for forZe, and they'll save a decent amount of money if Almeza become the AWP here, but they'll still be fully invested. It's a good victory, nice recovery to get them into the game here, but Lackey did some serious damage with these 2 kills here in particular. Strong round from forZe, but it's be difficult to replicate it. They won't have all the bells and whistles going forward. They did recover the AWP, however, and we'll have a look at the complexion of their buy as we get into this next round here. Let's have a look. So M4s, but as you can see, Alex, 2 MP9s now. The AWP, we're going to have to see something a bit more dynamic. And there it is, Hexapower, the pressure put on him to find that pick because of the lack of firepower here. But Flip pulls back 3 in towards the connector. A huge spray down with the M4A4. I don't know how that happens, but we're right back into the action here as Crizzen brings it into a 3-on-2. A little bit of lag here, but I think we're back into it.
I think you're on the replay audio. If I had to guess, someone's got the audio on the wrong feed. There you go.
Now we're back.
We're in.
All right, well, we saw how close that the last round was able to get. Let's see if they can pull this one back this time.
Ooh, Crizzen's got a pretty signature, just a little off topic, but he's plastered his AK in it, so respect to Crizzen for the penmanship.
Yeah, you want to make sure everyone sees how loud and proud you are of the majors you played in. I don't let anyone ever forget, so.
I think I've got definitely a Renegades sticker on my Glock.
I don't have any sponge stickers. I should have sorted that out. How much
They're a bit
these
expensive now. They're about 1,300 in the store. So
what, for each sticker?
No, I'm kidding. But,
Okay, that's wild.
Check out Krisen though. He's just walked straight into the face crack MP9, and oh no, is Elin going to get another one? Elian, he is. No issues. Double kill for him. Could go clutch. Flit's in such a powerful position though. There's no way. Oh wow. Fires off some shots.
Now.
Maybe he could work this one out.
Needs to be careful here. Bomb down, fortunately, and Elian doesn't fancy it just yet. 20 seconds remaining. He's going to be heading towards Graffiti. Looks for the wall bang. It's ambitious. With 20 seconds remaining, he's going to have to save the weapon. He's got a full array of utility as well. Smokes, flashbangs, and a Molotov. Might as well save the AWP. Get no extra money, but he's got 6K in the bank. So another attempt here. He realizes he can have a little bit of view if he jumps up there, but why would he be in vision at this stage? They're going to fall back, Flit with 3 kills. If we can grab the replay of that just to see what it looked like in real time, that'd be fantastic. A big spray down after losing their first kill as well. So that's down to Flit in towards that connector. Here's the moment here. Flashbang comes through and 3 of them line up as he fully commits to that spray just as they lost that first kill to the AWP.
Yeah, that's a dream. 3 kills from Flit, and he got the double that pulled them across the finish line in the round prior as well. So Flit, the only shining light for forZe on the CT side, and Exapower does look like he's joining the Secret Service. We do have another 007 joining us in the server. Let's see if he can turn it around in round 8. Elian's been getting the better of him.
3 times fast, Alex. Go.
Elian.
There you go.
It's just it's the L and the I next to each other. I keep thinking it's an Ellen. I want to call him Ellen, like
Ellen.
DeGeneres.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
He could be a talk show host, I'm sure.
He can work it out.
Okay, so Exapower has an AWP yet again, right? They've been able to get it into his hands, but we're yet to actually see it come on through. That 4 ADR next to his name, well, when you get the big green gun, if you don't hit any tags, you're not going to be hitting any damage, and that's primarily where Exapower's frags come through. You look at somebody like him, he's a ride or die AWPer.
He absolutely is. Still a 5-on-5 for now, as we've got Elian with his AWP just looking out for any boosted players towards long. Throws out a flashbang as well, and we'll see them fall back towards the B bomb site. Still with the majority of their smokes, actually have all 5 of them still. And we're interested in some sort of B execution here by the looks of things. There's no aggression from the CTs. They haven't probed towards short or connector. So they're happy to commit to this, but face crack with a committed position here with the MP9 as well. He could do a lot of damage. It's one of those positions that used to be very popular. You don't really see it anymore because it was so commonly checked, but that's how meta works. It goes in full circle. Eventually, this position will be viable once again.
They're going to have to go through this. With only 30 seconds left, that smoke will hold them at the door. Oh, he didn't release the flash. Here we go. The hit's on.
Perfect flash for face crack. He's hoping they don't check, and he does. Vision restores in time. He's looking for the upgrade and will try and tuck away. Face crack continues to fight, finding the double. Round 1, Elian just desperately trying to keep hold of his AWP. Face crack doesn't have to move a muscle, so this round is over.
Absolutely is. Good stuff there from forZe. Very solid crossfire there towards Monster. You can see Winstrike running out of options, just going for a very simplified B approach. And Elian will save with the AWP, so that's not bad considering his money was so low. So he'll still have the AWP. It does allow them to have one more buy potentially. I'd say probably worth it considering the rounds being relatively close in the last few. But we'll see whether they just want to take a partial buy instead. The MAC-10 and armor suggest commitment from Hobby here.
Yeah, if they have this AWP up, but they also have low weaponry behind that, then maybe something fast and just see if the AWP can get kills in transition.
Couple of AKs.
Yeah, here's the force buy. You've got 2 options, right? You either get up close and personal with the MAC-10 and the Deagle and see if you can capitalize with the range, or you can take it slow, hope that Elian can find some picks with the AWP, but that means your other individuals need to work with him. So nobody die in the early stages is what an AWP player hopes for in these scenarios. Just to note, the core of Winstrike is Kazakhstanian, right? There's 3 players on this team from Kazakhstan.
1 from Russia, 1 from Ukraine.
So it's a CIS mix, that's for sure. Hobbit probably the name which would stand out the most?
Yeah, I think so. Probably Bondic in terms of being more decorated in terms of events attended and having more experience, but Hobbit obviously the major title under his belt. Can't sneeze at that, that's for sure. But a bit of a flash in the pan in terms of his career. Good to see him back. Honestly, one of those players I didn't think I'd ever see again. Felt like he dropped off significantly.
Yeah, he was part of that Hellraisers team for a little while there, which apparently he's on loan from, even to be competing at this point.
Yeah, okay.
And LMBT has also joined forZe as the assistant coach.
Ooh, that's
Assistant
exciting.
coach.
So they've got Little in there as the head coach, and then they've got LMBT in there. "30 seconds.
Perfect timing for the incendiary, and now the bomb's been spotted. It's on the step. Exapower trying to tuck in. He knows he's vulnerable from long, and the close quarters issues have been resolved. He can focus on that long push, but a missed shot won't make the same mistake as he finds his very first frag. And now it's on to Elian just to preserve this AWP. All too familiar territory for him.
Is this Jame?
Jame time. Elian time. This time looking a little bit worse for wear in terms of saving. He's got the first chance, and Flit really missing his shots. He gets 3 of them.
Oh, he's behind him.
He's got it.
Wow, he
That's
keeps
sick.
his AWP again. Jame time, screw it. It's Elian time.
So
wild.
I'm going to do a service for everybody at home now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count all the kills that he gets exiting or as a round is already finished.
Okay, so we can know which ones actually had impact and
Yep.
value. And to be fair, the fact he's saving the AWP there, he's only died once. And the rest of his teammates are at 6, 5, 7, 7 in terms of deaths. He's 11 and 1 right now. So he's definitely saving a lot. And Chad does make a very good point. His stats look great, but most of those are from saved weapon frags, which are fine. He's saving the weapon regardless if you manage to maintain that. That's still worth it. But we'll see Flit aggressive once again with Jerry. Applying that pressure to the M4A4, they're really starting to look quite dangerous now. Another full investment here from Winstrike. I don't think I agree with this one necessarily. They keep saving the AWP. It's actually looking detrimental to them, Alex.
Yeah, he comes back to haunt you in rounds like the one prior, and this, where you find yourself at the early frag down, and you've only got SMGs and a couple of nades left. Can be very difficult to make something work. That smoke is going to be questioned. As soon as it starts to fade, surely FaceCrack's anticipating someone close. This shouldn't be a surprise.
Well, there's that saved AWP gone,
And
so
it
Hobbit,
is.
he has to do something.
It's a complete surprise. Hobbit plays around the smoke perfectly. Unfortunately for him, oof, hello, Krisen. That Deagle, if he gets another, is going to open up the site, and on the rotate. Bondic had a chance, could have got the double. Krisen, he's done so much already. A smoke won't necessarily enable him to do much more with it. The bomb is miles away.
It really is. But he has done great work here. Another tantalizingly close round here for Winstrike on a force buy, and it's a 1 versus 2. Krisen, if he gets one more kill, the problem is they'll probably be tempted to force buy once again. That loss bonus is racking up. They're at maximum loss bonus the next round. So if he gets the bomb down, that's absolutely fine.
Doesn't he know Jerry pushed into sewer position? They should be aware of that. Maybe not.
Well, he's going to have to go for the plant any second now. So looks like he's got it down. Whether it'll survive much longer is yet to be seen. Doesn't look likely. The bomb down, and he buys himself a few seconds with the reposition here. And Jerry, he'll swing around, close up the encounter there. The 2 versus 1 wasn't really possible for Krisen, but he does get the bomb down. As we said, maximum loss bonus. They've actually got decent cash now.
So I was just having a look. Elian with the AWP in rounds number 8 and rounds number 9 had 5 kills total. So if you take those off of his 11 right now, you could say that he's had 6 in rounds where they've been able to find impact. But the other argument to this, ladies and gentlemen, is if Winstrike were to convert one of the rounds where he was getting exits and then the money from forZe was hampered and allowed Winstrike to win a bunch more, then him holding onto the gun and getting exit kills would still have impact. But now, as you can see, that things have kind of settled on in, forZe have actually been able to build a bank off of that.
That plant enables this, right?
They definitely get a full buy out of this. They had 3,400 coming in with a plant on top of that as well. It means you get AKs and very basic utility. You're going to be lacking Molotovs in the AWP, but still enough on Overpass for an execution. It's not one of those maps you're necessarily challenged across the board here by the CT. So if you just want to go for a B play, which looks quite likely right now, that's what a lot of teams are doing on these lower buys, as it were. And we're going to see Lackey at the forefront now, looking to get stuck in towards shore. It will be the B execution. How technical will it be, though? That's the question. As Jerry boosts it up, it's going to be a contact play up towards shore. That's their commitment. And it works out for the first kill and a second, but that's a team frag. Down to a 3 versus 3.
Jerry knows that the plant's coming in, but he can't contest. He can now. Great adjustment straight to Bondic. And a missed shot from Exapower, not quite as sharp as he often is. Hobbit, this is a prime position to find the punish, and can't drop off in time. Elian, again, the last man standing for Winstrike, but it's Exapower to find him. A perfect combination with the flash, and that partnership, that pairing, does manage to find the winning round for forZe. That puts them in the lead for the first time this game.
Absolutely true. 6 rounds in a row. A very common outcome here on the road to Rio so far. These huge landslide opening halves, and then it all just collapses as forZe round by round shutting them down. But once again, bomb planted, maximum loss bonus here. Winstrike do have another buy, more of the same here, but a little bit stronger. As we'll see the AKs across the board once again. So that means Elian, even though he saved the orb a load of times, they've had to force buy due to the fact he's been saving it. They actually don't have the orb going forward now. Remember, yes, he has 11 kills, but 5 or 6 of those were just save frags. So it's not like he's having massive impacts with the weapon, and now hamstrung down to the rifle. So contact play towards connector. 3 of them. They've been challenged here before. Remember the 3-man spray down from Flip. Trying to avoid that. Similar approach. Same manpower. This time, they've dissected the area successfully.
Smokes bloom.
It looked like that was the cue for the long players to fall back as well, and now we can see them retooling towards bathroom. So we're about to get a hot and heavy fight going down any minute, boys.
Just in the smoke, 3 of them. Look at that. That is intimidating. A second smoke could catch Jerry off guard if they've just been walking through, and they do. Lovely approach. That's some contact play from Winstrike, and now just suddenly, from 0 to 100, they start to advance. Exopower's losing teammates left and right. He's forced to fall back. And there's a smoke right where he chose to fall back to.
Looking very good here for Winstrike. They sit in the smoke. It's readdressed there by forZe, but just as that second smoke blooms, they're already through it, as Alex called. They weren't anticipating it. There's going to be a couple of frags. Bomb down, round 1. Now we'll have a look at the money. As Chad mentioned, it is having a knock-on effect in the sense that the money's not swelling out of control for forZe, and it leads them to save here. But that's 6 rounds in a row, finally converted. Winstrike will answer back and tie things up at 6-6. Still a very good half for them. Remember, it's a very CT-sided affair here, but it is their pick. After a 5-0 start, they probably expect a bit better news here. So good to see them have a nice clean conversion here. 5 players surviving as well. They get $3,500 per player by winning by virtue of Explosion. Elian looking towards T-spot. I don't think they should be hunting it, if you ask me. Just for that real reason. So 2 of them go down. They get 1 in return. It does help them out, but you can see their money not really established. But we get into round number 13. A huge round here to work out who will probably be taking the half.
Yeah, so 1,400 as the loss bonus for forZe maybe is a reason why they were a little bit more eager to go for those hunt frags right there. But the fact that Exopower still holds on to his AWP, I don't really care what the rest of the buy looks like. Yeah. You know that the guys of forZe are going to be able to cobble something together, and, well, they have. MP9 comes out, Deagle as well, and a couple of rifles. So this still looks very, very potent. Winstrike need to convert this cleanly if they can to steal away the rest of this half.
Power. He's positioned in a way that he could catch them if they go. He knows them. He knows, and he gets it. Hobbit. He was not ready to die like that, and the CT frags keep coming. Now pushed up as well. Jerry's on long. It will contest and send them back towards and corral them into the B site. 2 are sticking around though. That's the bomb as well. They want info, and now the bomb's loose. Jerry's Deagle, Flitz M4, all filling the feed. We've got ourselves a clean forZe round here, folks.
Well, that will confirm it. Face cracked with the MP9 to close things out there. He upgrades to the AK-47. They've actually got 3 of those on the CT side now, so they're feeling very sprightly moving forward. And bear in mind, yes, they managed to get a kill when they were looking for exits in the previous. There's a reason I stated that they shouldn't do it, because if they did lose a follow-up round, there just won't be enough resources for a full buy. Compromises will have to be made. Krizen on the MAC-10, Galil for Bondik. As we get to the bookend of this first half, forZe have come back from a 5-0 deficit now. They actually have the lead 7-6 on their opponent's pick. It's actually looking very promising for them on this comeback trail.
Perfectly timed nade, just a little shy of the mark. Aggressive again from Almeza. He was fully flashed, his teammates telling him, get the hell back, you got him. But that will start the party off again for forZe, working with a man advantage. Lackey, it looks like he's taken matters into his own hands. He wants to play around this smoke and punish, but Almeza was waiting. A failed nutmeg from the newest edition.
Yeah, they're getting manhandled out there right now. Winstrike can't find any footing into these rounds, trying to push through smokes, trying to catch them off guard, but it's leading to opening frags with no chance of a trade. And now a 5-on-3. Remember, Galil's AK-47's a distinct lack of utility as well. As Elian will try and find a pick back. You can see him just throwing caution to the wind at this point. Knife out, trying to find the aggressive picks if possible. And you can see forZe just reeling it right back in now. Allow Winstrike to make the next move here. You've got a 5-on-3. You don't need to hunt for any frags. Give them nothing. Bleed them dry.
And they've already shown the tendency to save here when things don't go their way. So forZe, it's just a matter of sitting back and hitting these shots, deterring them with the AWP bullet. Seems like it's enough. 40 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, this would be so weak now, even going for this. Sure, it's 30 seconds, 5-on-3, but that's just poor, isn't it? It's not going to do anything for you. You've got no nades. You've got nothing really apart from a dry peek of an AK. The Orb's gone in for one. It's just like, it looks like you've given up on this round almost.
And now 3,400 next round, right? So their final gun rounds won't have anything whatsoever. No plant.
You might as well, like, if the round's obvious it's not going to work out for you, there's no shame in just saving. Although it's frustrating, it doesn't look great, it's quite boring CS. Like Chad has said, it's the last round coming up, and you got 3,400, and you did nothing to convince me you were trying to get that bomb down there.
And an 8-7 half is much better than a 9-6 half when you've already managed to get 6 on the board, right? So they're already sitting pretty. 6 rounds in the back pocket for Winstrike. They're probably very happy with that type of a scoreline here. So you can see that the rifles, they will come out, but it's predominantly Galils here. There are a couple of AKs. You can see what that means for Lackey. No head armor behind that. So they need to hope they hit some big shots. And, oh, Lexi Power's hitting some big shots.
Here he is, back in the server from 0-0-7 to 11. He's completely turned it around in perfect sync with forZe.
Surprise, surprise. It's like he's their best player or something.
Almost, almost. Definitely a dependency, but does look like a change of plans. Hobbit will be smoking out the bathrooms, not going to be jumping up and falling to the Extra Power Orb, but another opening frag for it all the same. And I will highlight 4 AKs for the CT side. It could not be any better to finish the half than with that insta headshot. Makes it all the more difficult with your Galils and a single smoke grenade. Not necessarily going to get you far. I have a sneaking suspicion this should just be an AK massacre for the CT side. They'll go on a flash, one on Bondic, that's about it. So here it comes, ladies and gentlemen, the smoke. A smoke in response, they're ahead of it, but there's 2 of them, and the spray, he holds down the line. Oh my goodness, if only he knew. Lackey, he could try and get the timing here. He is their best chance, but he's lost his squad mate. No more Bondic.
Doesn't look good for this final frag here, boys. Lackey sits in the smoke playing for stats at this point. He'll get 1 in return, but it's a fantastic comeback from forZe here. 5-0 down, they convert the half to 9-6, and they're looking good to take their opponent's map pick. We'll take a break and be back in the second half very quickly indeed.
Stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Let's get it. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive. Come alive. We come alive in the nighttime. Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hot they can't take it. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back, just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive. Come alive. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life.
life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Welcome back to the wonderful world of Counter-Strike. You join us on the road to Rio between forZe and Winstrike. Here we are, 9-6 in favor of forZe after facing a 5-0 deficit. They are looking wonderful out there, boys. Almeza and XE Power certainly turning it on.
Do you think there was a board meeting and they were like, right, we're naming a Counter-Strike team. What can we do? And they're like, well, we want them to win at Counter-Strike, Winstrike.
It's a good name, isn't it?
And
It
be
says
a
it all.
team.
Yeah.
And
We're
be
a team
They're striking
who
while they win.
at Counter-Strike. It's perfect. And Hobbit's already got himself one. Exapama will not be contributing in this pistol, but respect to him for going 0-7 and then going 12 for maths, 2. Oh my
hold
God,
on.
Derry, he's hitting the body shots and managed to open up what looked to be the other side. I think he's going to have a lot more to deal with. He gets another one. Respect to Jerry. Keeps it competitive. 2v2. Bomb was on its way, though.
Oh, I don't like this from Almeza. You can
Yikes.
see that they've already arrived on the B bomb site here, but Flit, and he's trying to backstab. So he's confirmed that A's pretty much open at this point. Oh, I didn't like it at all. I hated this approach. He's
so
going to lose the bomb.
trapped.
He's going to lose the bomb.
He's going to lose
It's
it.
going to be a nightmare. This kill has to work out for him, which it does.
He's
So he
getting
brings
chased.
it back, and Hobbit comes in towards shot. They can run to A. Just get towards A. Go to the other side. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
He's made it.
Oh.
So that's all he had to do. He could have done that from Connector about 30 seconds ago, but still, we've made it, and it will be the round in favor of Winstrike. I say that with bated breath here. It's a little bit clumsy. Hobbit doesn't want anything to do with the duel. He'll make his way up towards CT spawn now. He knows the bomb's going down. If he gets a quick kill here, he probably gets a defuse in, and he'll have to just rush him down. This could be it. We'll see him find him. If he gets a kill, he can defuse. It's not going to work out, and forZe will win the pistol 10-6 there. Great effort from Hobbit, but an absolutely a round of calamities, I have to say.
Yeah, that was a bloody sitcom. But it works out for them. So this is Jerry's opener. Look at this, flying into the side, gets a dink into the body shot, another one of those. And Almeza, that duel versus Elian was everything. Hobbit pushing down for that final frag. But yes, that forZe blowing up into the second half. They win the pistol, now going to be looking to run with that momentum. 3 SMGs. A little better for Henry's sanity than the 4.
They're not going to let Elian get away with anything here, are they? That triple nade right there says to me that they're well aware how potent this kid is, and they want to make sure they don't give him any look-ins right here. There was one interesting thing. I noticed there was a bunch of players on the Winstrike side who were using the same agent skin on their T side. At least 3 or 4 of them were using the same one, right? And Henry can attest to this. Back in 1.6 in Source, we would actually select
The same one?
the same one, so that they couldn't get free information here.
Absolutely. It's something that should be done, and Elian is converting those scout kills out there towards long. They've given him a couple of freebies. It's actually a 4 versus 2 on this force buy. Flit and Face Crack remain, and they have Galils and Mac 10s respectively. I don't think they can win this round. They've given too much away. Their scout with a lot of vision there towards long, though smoke was down. And now Lackey, he'll have full control of the bomb. He'll be joined by Bondic. He's got the AK-47, so 45 seconds remain. Now we've got Face Crack towards A, just waiting for any rotating players coming from Connector. But they're playing this perfectly. They're just sitting still. Flashbang is good, though. It's a very powerful flash.
Yeah, unfortunately, it worked perfectly, but Flit ate it up. If it had just been a little more anti-flash, it could have been the double kill. Now flanked. He does catch Hobbit. Nice work from him, anticipating a play through that smoke, and it's Krisen's bullet that makes the play through the smoke. So 10-7, Winstrike fight back with the second round force.
I guess they couldn't avoid Elian like I thought they were trying to do. So all the nades early, they were in vain. They didn't even do a lick of damage, and well, he gets some big frags there at the mouth of long. So forZe's faster approach, it's been snuffed on out, and here they're the ones left with the force by the 1400 in the back pocket. It's only going to net them a bunch of pistols. Deagles for 4. Face Crack with a CZ75, some HEs. Maybe they'll be going for a bit of a tactical nuke somewhere, boys. Here we go. And away the nades go. It's just a
Maybe.
flash this time.
Very effective flash and forces them back and into the smoke. The Deagle bullets do go. Elian could catch this one if he gets the dunk right. The trigonometry doesn't quite work out. Towards the B site it is then. Some nades do tickle away. So they've softened up the CTs. There is still that AK in play, something to be feared in the hands of Bondik. He's jumping for the info, and if he sees anything, will wallbang. Didn't quite spot.
So, Exy Power with no armor. Same story for Jerry. What can they do here? 1 minute remains. Going towards A. A couple of smokes deployed from the CT side. Allows Hobbit to get close to the bar from it. Looking for a gap if possible. Always found it. Exploited it. Gets the first kill, but it is traded, and that's going to be the cue for them to go. Remember, Elian owned a scout here. Dropped by the Desert Eagle, and that's an open runway towards the A side now. Bondig waits towards the bank, and Flit didn't see that coming. He's going to pull a kill back. A couple of them. Fantastic work here from Bondig. Sharp as you like with the AK-47. They've got the man advantage now, but not for long. The Desert Eagle still connects, but Bondig, he'll get his third, close out the round, and we'll see the bomb defused. Out to forZe fended off, but with the bomb planted, there might be something more to be said about the next round. So 3K per player. So about the same. Some Deagles, no armor, and presumably another round for Winstrike.
Yeah, Bondik was really, really calm during that one. I thought he could have got overwhelmed, but handles that first frag with ease. That was a rifle, no less. That shot was instantaneous. And then finding the third just to ensure that the retake was going to go their way. So 10-8, 2 in a row for Winstrike off the back of the for's pistol.
Oh, I don't like this buy.
It's a full.
They committed to this?
Yeah, I don't love it. Check this out. You've got a scout on Exy Power, you've got a Deagle for Jerry, you've got Galils and an AK-47. If they lose this one, Winstrike are well and truly back in this game. A plant almost essential for forZe in a round like this, so they're trying to get it done in the scrappiest way possible. And that might catch Winstrike off guard, because it certainly caught me off guard here. So up connected they go, bomb on the back, very passive over towards those playground stairs, not wanting to give up any early information. And now with 1:20 left on the clock, they look like they want to accelerate. No eyes on long here. That's a huge opening from Exy Power. What?
Yeah. The headshot with the wallbang coming through, but Elian will respond. He gets himself a couple of frags. That's all they had to find. And now it goes down to a 3 versus 3 bonding, though. He delivered before the AK-47. Can he do it again? No one with Almeza there. Oversteps the mark. He gives up the bomb. I felt like he had to wait for his teammates, to be honest with you, trying to bring things forward, and it is going to start falling apart here. FaZe going to need to find this quick kill towards the A side to stand a chance. If he does not, he's going to have to deal with 2 CTs, which comes into fruition now. Smoke down, CTs push through, and now FaZe crack surely gets taken down. He's got a chance in 1 versus 1, and he pulls it off. That's huge. The force buy is justified in the end. We are going to have 3 kills for FaZe crack, and that's going to be forced Winstrike now down into the doldrums.
Yeah, that was good poise under pressure from FaZe crack, right? Like, he knew that there was a player at that truck position the entire time, but information must have constantly been called out with the kills coming in through the feed. His teammates knew that there were more players cottoned over to that side of the map. You can see this here. He's opening kills on Lackey, and he quickly reacts. He goes, oh, because his teammate's going, truck, Bondik's truck. Gets that kill, well, at least fends him away for a moment, and then coming through the smoke here. FaZe crack has no idea, taking the fight.
That's still not Bondik. He's like, okay, so I'm being pushed.
So he knows that he has to be close. So that's all the tell just from that kill feed right there, and knowing, well, who's taken down what.
Well, we said that round had massive implications attached to it, just because force bought in the previous round, but Winstrike will offer up the same in return. CZs, M4s, a UMP.
Guys, CIS Counter-Strike is fun. You can't say it's not.
We've had 2 ecos this entire game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, everyone's force buying every round, so at least you get to see the battles transpire. 11-8, certainly keeping the pace high. And they've got a single rifle on Elian.
Hey, Rush, just quickly, can you do an overview camera of the A site for us? Are they all using the FBI skin?
Oh, I see what you're saying. They might be doing it exactly the same as well. Yeah.
Looks cool.
It does. Good frag. Almeza happy to collect a double. There's another on the plate for him, and Krisen, his head doesn't last much longer. So we have ourselves 12-8 and 18 frags for Almeza as he adds another 3 to the tally.
Huge round there, Machine. We are going to have $2,000 per play on the Winstrike side. At 12-8 down, it almost certainly suggests it'll be 13-8 as force now in touching distance of taking their opponent's map pick. So do we have a tactical timeout? I don't think we've had a single one yet. from both of these teams. So
we just had the technical timeout in the beginning.
I guess we probably talked about all the strategies.
We've used them all for the day.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So full eco, 1 flashbang, but don't let that fool you. If you are an ESL viewer, you will know that these sort of rounds have a lot of danger involved if the flashbang comes out, but it's going to be a B focus here from forZe for now. Up towards the short area they go. Confirm the B side's clear. They'll grab the bomb and plant.
I wonder if they did have such conviction, they just know that the eco stack toilets, but works out nicely for them all the same. Yeah, lots of CT ladies. And, well, this time met by bullets. Flit, perfect lineup. From behind, Almeida's got the perfect lineup as well. So they're not letting those USPs go too far. We've known and seen the USP double dink effect. So many players are getting so good with the USP now that you are vulnerable even on a completely non-invested round.
Yeah, that 1 flashbang, if you time it well, it can be very powerful. The snowball can turn to an avalanche very quickly. We'll see Almeida here just mowing them down, getting through it.
Henry, I've seen them already go for the buy here on that Winstrike side of things. And I'm not quite sure how I feel about this, because going for the force buy in round 20 has obviously put their money in a precarious spot. They only had the $2,400 loss bonus going into this round right here, which has netted them a buy, but there's no defuse kits in play. Everyone only has Kevlar. They're going up against 2 MAC-10s. A Galil's on the board. Sorry, a Silenced M4, not a Galil. They're all potent against the lack of head armor.
Yeah, good point, Chad. The MAC-10 especially. And that M4, we've talked about that a lot recently. Players are picking up the M4 on the T side when they know the money's going to be low on their opposition. And the helmet is a huge talking point in 2020. It wasn't so much in the last few years. Now players are really experimenting with the fact you can save cash here. The smokes are so valuable, and it means you get a bit more utility. But there is risk attached to that. They don't have the AK-47s. They have lesser weapons. You can get caught off guard, meaning that you're very vulnerable now to a weapon that costs $1,000 in the form of the MAC-10. It can just mow you down.
Yeah, it's terrifying. And that risk reward, I mean, you better hope that smoke saves your life, because the helmet certainly won't. Up against the MAC-10s with the absence thereof. Now, Exo Power posted up on short. This is quite an aggressive line, but you can see the thought process. I think he just caught a glimpse of the Crizzen jiggle, and he tries to flick. That's some information, but look how comfortable he is. He's just standing there on short, no risk of a swing.
Well, it's forced out this rotation. Check out the mini-map.
All of them stacked up on B, and now Elian's hearing steps. This push-up for info, he can get the rotate from his teammates back. It will be Hobbit on his way. Great work from Elian, but it's only going to net him 1. A very quick shot from Exo Power. They've spotted the bomb, though, and he's checking long. He didn't check it thorough enough, and so Jerry close to the wall. They flood into the site, and now 4 versus 2. Crizzen's wondering where on earth this round has gone.
Well, it will be now a forZe in a 3-on-2 situation. Lackey will be left alone with no kit, no utility, no helmet. Just the M4 and a 3 versus 1 here. Surely no chance, and the money, well, that's going to be a problem. 2,900 loss bonus, Chad, on the CT side. Far from ideal.
The correct decision is to save, but when rounds are looking dire like this, he might be considering going for as many exit frags as possible to do some damage, but he's going to go for the correct one. Just hold on to the rifle, carry it through, see if you can do some damage in the next. Just a quick little note coming on through here. Hobbit, over the last 4 rounds now, has died within the first 2 players. It was 3 in a row where he died first, and this one here, he was the second individual on the CT side to get taken down, which means all the action is actually going on towards that A bomb site, right?
Yeah.
So you've had Elian just get taken down first there. He was overwhelmed, but he was also left on that site by himself. You know, the fact that he gets a kill onto Flit and then traded on out, he's done more than he could.
Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. It is going to be a tactical timeout here from forZe and Winstrike. They're on the ropes here. 14-8 down, and they've got $2,900 loss bonus. They have to force buy, and we saw it come through. I think I spotted 2 MP9s, a couple of FAMASs there. Elian with 3,200 would have to be more of the same, I'm afraid. So this is a good chance now for forZe to deliver the knockout punch. And win this round, there'll be no way that Winstrike have the resources to even scrape together a round, let alone 7 in a row.
We do have a chance as well to remind you of what's going on the B stream. We've got Gambit Youngsters, Shiro back in the server and having a bit of a tough time on his defense. Now it's his turn to attack up against Namiga Gaming, which is worth checking out because they are in need of a win. And I'm a big fan of Lollipop as well.
He was in Flipside for a little while there, Lollipop 2K. Still when Blade was playing, he was one of the last newer names that Blade had picked on up.
So he's Lollipop 2Ks. He's not Speed 4K.
No.
He's not Lollipop back.
No, I don't know what you do with the 2 in the K, because
No.
when we used to do the 2 when we were being funny was an R. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure, but it feels like XE knows he wants to Molotov off this aggression, and so will face crack. There'll be no cheeky peeks happening as they bathe the party position with flames. But Hobbity finally finds an opening, so that's a good change of tide.
Yeah, good jiggle. Face crack just gives him the taste right back. 4v4.
Yeah, that initial pick now seems like it's completely in vain. The 4-4 with the weapons certainly favors forZe, but Lackey taking matters into his own hands. He has pushed out of the monster area. Holds T-spawn. Jerry jumping up towards the flower bed here. He'll be investigating the A-bomb side, but he's got Elian behind him. He's heard the nade pull as well, so that should be a kill for the CZ, but Jerry one step ahead of the curve here. And Lackey, he might be able to give himself 2 kills. They're not checking the close range positions at all, so he needs to be careful here. If he walks too far away, he actually won't get the kill. He'll struggle, and the teammate will take him down. Oh, that's the target he wanted, but unfortunately, only good for 1 kill now. Face crack. Even though he had someone watching him for a good 20 seconds or so, it's now left him at a 3 versus 1. Bondik, where is he? Towards short, and now removed. 15-8 on their opponent's map pick. Call this one done.
What a round from Face Crack. He checked just in the nick of time to get the trade on the Lackey push. And he gets 4 in the round total, goes straight back to Monster for 1, picks up the AWP for another. Let's see how this round started. So in middle, he was the one to equalize. He does it all this round. We're anticipating the Crizzen desperate trade and even finishing it off with the AWP. Lovely stuff, but yeah, an interesting conversation about the same models. A lot of teams been keeping the gentlemanly agreement.
There's no gentleman in the server here today, Alex.
It seems that way, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that, just to be clear, there's no rule against that.
No.
It's just been an agreement with the players that they would use specific skins, but I guess you don't have to. Do whatever you want. Elian certainly doing that. 4-4, he brings a kill back towards Monster, finding the in-game leader in the form of Jerry, and we are looking for that final round here for forZe. Can they close it out early? History suggests not, but we'll see whether it's FAMAS and Crizzen's USP, and now AK-47 is going to be enough.
Chance for Face Crack, gets Hobbit real low. He's got Almeza hunting him down. He hasn't had time to escape, so they know where he is, and a pre-fire is imminent. There it is. Elian, oh, it's really been quite the turn, hasn't it? Exopower was getting beaten by Elian in the first 2, maybe even 3 opening duels between the 2 of them, and now Exopower's caught him day in, day out. From 0-7, now top of the scoreboard for forZe. He wakes up, and so do forZe.
Yeah, this map pool very different since when we saw these 2 teams go toe-to-toe within the CIS minor. It was Mirage and Vertigo over there, and now we're going to find ourselves on, well, right now, Overpass. We've got Nuke coming up.
Ooh, I thought you had a freaky-deaky lineup. Never mind, I thought it was heading to the logs. Instead, just a quick molly towards the barrels. Hard to mess that one up. And crossing to the site, Crizzen from heaven.
Yeah, maybe he can do something with this. Would have to take some fantastic shots here, but the bomb is going down. A river of flames beneath him, but he will avoid them for now. Crizzen will be dropped, and Bondik left in a 1 versus 4 now.
Feeling pretty helpless.
Yeah.
As he's got a clutch versus 4 to stop Overpass from being concluded.
On their map pick as well.
There you have it, 16-8, forZe collect. And they can't believe it. It started 5-0 to Winstrike, it ends 16-8 to forZe.